All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Combat Sports Report podcast. I'm your host, Alan, with your co-host, Simkai, over there. As per the usual, we're going to break down what just happened as we're recording this. It was yesterday, but when this comes out, probably 2 days ago, um, UFC Atlanta. Yo,
Yeah, let's go.
let's start with that main event, yeah?
Actually, let's keep the main event for last. Let's start from bottom to top.
You're the boss. You're the
Yeah,
boss.
actually, we're both the boss. But yeah, so guys, so we had our first fight. It was at women's flyweight. We had Vanessa Demopoulos. She's been in the octagon a couple of times, and she faced Jamie Lynn Horth, who's pretty impressive competitor so far. She fought a battle with the co-main Miranda Maverick. She lost that, but it was a decision loss. She came out on top of that.
She's
Uh,
gangster, basically.
yeah, she's gangsta, and she won that fight by unanimous decision, beating Vanessa Demopoulos.
Mhm.
It's been on kind of a skid now. I think it's been 3 fight skid.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen with that, but yep. Jamie Lynn Horth is now 8-2, so definitely a good prospect from Canada to look out for.
Canada and female MMA fighters, bro. There's
Yeah, but
something
Alan,
different.
I think you want to get this next fight though.
Mm. Nah, Canada and their female MMA fighters, bro. They put something different in that
Yeah.
water.
Bro,
You got
but
Jillian Robertson. You got Jasmine Jasudavicius. Robertson is Canadian, right?
yeah.
Okay, so Jillian Robertson, Jasmine Jasudavicius, and now you got Jamie Lynn Horth.
Yeah, bro. Pretty
Something
good.
in the water, bro. I think we got to investigate. I
But
think we got to
Alan,
go up to
this
Montreal and check it out.
this second fight though, I'm giving it to you because your boy came out.
Who was the second fight again? I don't have the card in front of me.
Phil Rowe.
Oh my God. Yes, Phil
Take over.
fucking Rowe, bro. I was so excited to see that. Honestly, it was a very entertaining fight, and one of the Angelusa is like not the most interesting guy to watch by himself, but when he has a good opponent in front of him, he is. Phil Rowe, bro, he turned that into a dog fight. He got hurt, then he hurt Angelusa or Losa. It was back and forth. They dropped each other. They were on the ground. On the ground, it was Angel Losa was trying to dominate. He was trying to control Phil Rowe, which honestly I was pretty surprised by because Phil Rowe he grappled against Gordon Ryan. He grappled against Craig Jones. He's been in there with really good grapplers. Now, I guess it's different with MMA rules when you have a cage, but also like if you have a cage, you can wall walk. The whole thing is different, but I expected him to do better on the ground. But those hands, bro, it was the
Yeah.
volume really, and he was picking his shots, bro. He was picking what shots were landing hard. Did he get fight of the night?
Well, we have to check, but no, fight of the night was the main event, so no.
Really?
Yeah, main event was fight of the night.
Why?
I don't know. I just saw that.
Wasn't it okay? Your honest opinion, wasn't this fight better?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I also thought the next fight was a contender for fight of the night, and
Yeah.
also the Jose Ochoa.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, okay, let me just wrap up this fight. Phil Rowe is a contender, and you know who I want to see Phil Rowe fight? Kevin Holland.
I would like that too. I think
Kevin
that's a
Holland and Phil
close
Rowe would be
fight.
such a fun fight. They both talk shit. They're both lanky. They both know how to grapple, but they both prefer to keep it standing.
Put it as a co-main event or a on the opener of a main card of a
Put,
pay-per-view. I'm in.
put that as, yeah, I agree. 5 round main event for that fight, or give them like maybe
Well, co-main event, not 5 rounds.
I would say I would want to watch that for 5 rounds.
I don't know if that's 5 rounders. I think they both need to get a little bit higher in the rankings before that.
No,
But
for sure. But like in terms of how long I would want to see them fight for, I'd want to see them duke it out for as long as possible. I really like that matchup.
I like it too. I
Holland
think it'd be a
versus
good matchup for sure.
yeah,
And then Allen, I mean, we
for
kind
sure.
of obviously Phil Rowe was one of our locks, but
Yep.
our other lock was right after, and he put on quite the performance. Ricky Simon, Ricky
Oh yeah,
Simon,
that's right. Okay, okay. Ricky Simon versus
Cameron Smotherman.
that's right, Cameron Smotherman. Cameron Smotherman was talking mad shit in the second and third round, like he was gonna instigate Ricky Simon to do something. But Ricky Simon, in my opinion, was winning everywhere. He was winning with the
Yeah.
boxing. He took Cameron Smotherman down at will. He basically took Smotherman's name as like a directive. Like smother, man. He
Yeah,
smothered
he smothered
Smotherman.
him.
Yeah, like that's literally what happened. He took him down at will. Then he landed some bombs. He landed some nice body shots too. Ricky Simon is very well rounded and he's very
Yeah,
slept on.
I'd like to see him get another shot at the top 15 of bantamweight. I think that would be very called for.
I agree, bro. I don't. Yeah, he stumbles and he falls or whatever, but like he's good.
Yeah.
Everybody sees he's
Also,
really
you kind
good.
of mentioned it before, Alan. He has a victory over the current bantamweight champion.
He put Merab to sleep in that fight.
Yeah.
He put him to sleep. That says a lot.
Yeah, I think
Greatest bantamweight of all time got put to sleep by Ricky Simone.
Ricky Simone has to be get a really top ranked fight next. I'm really excited to see what happens for him. But
Me
that
too.
next fight, though, we had the veteran Cody Durden,
Oh my God.
flyweight, going up against Jose Ochoa. Jose Ochoa was previously undefeated. He lost to Loner Kavanaugh. The Loner knocked him out. This guy just came back and fought a gritty first round with Cody Durden, and then out of nowhere in the beginning of the first round, knocks out Cody Durden.
Bro,
Wow.
the hands of Ochoa are wild to watch. Like it's the way he lands shots is fucking beautiful. And he doesn't just, if you notice, all these really high level strikers, all these really technical strikers, whether it's Sean O'Malley or Piotr Yan or Alex Bejeda or Ochoa or Topuria, Max Holloway does not matter. You look at what they do, they all throw extended combinations. And they're never off balance or out of position when they throw. They throw four, five, six shot combinations. If you saw the Ochoa knockout, it was like the third punch in the combo that clipped Durden.
Yeah,
Is
that
that
was crazy.
uppercut. And then he followed up with it. He didn't let it, bro. Ochoa is serious.
Yeah, he's a problem. I
He's
mean, I
and
think
bro, I gotta be honest with you. I don't know who won that first round. I really don't because Durden took him down, but Ochoa was still landing really like damaging shots.
yeah. No, I agree with you. It was a good fight. Cody Durden is hell of a fighter as always. Jose Ochoa, you gotta keep an eye out for him, Alan. He's gonna be a menacing person in that division for sure.
Who's he fight next?
Who does he fight next? I don't know. Maybe Ronaldo Rodriguez. I'd like to see that versus
Lazy
Jose
Boy?
Ochoa. That'd be a good one.
I think he smokes Lazy Boy very respectfully. Especially if it's the Lazy Boy from Lazy Boy's last fight.
Yeah, that was terrible. But
That was
yeah,
a bad showing for him and a really good showing for his opponent, but Ochoa is fucking good. His
yeah.
striking is really good, and his takedown defense is also not shabby.
But yeah, no, that was an amazing knockout, but definitely, definitely not the knockout of the night. That knockout was next.
Hmm.
And that knockout was Malcolm fucking Wellmaker just fucking plants Chris Mutino, the same Chris Mutino who took shots from Sean O'Malley, was face planted by Malcolm Wellmaker. Alan, what did you think about that? That was like fucking insane.
I gotta be real with you. I was doubting Wellmaker's ability to put away Mutino. I was like, yo, Sean O'Malley couldn't put him away. This kid's got a chin. But Sean O'Malley is more of a sniper. This dude, Wellmaker, has fucking nuclear bombs in his
Yeah,
hands.
dude.
Holy shit. And did you see the setup? So many
Yeah,
people
so
mentioned the
crisp,
setup.
dude.
Bro, the setup was he kicked him to the body and legs a whole bunch in the first round or in the beginning of the round. Then he fakes a kick, steps in with the stand switch, check right hook. He starts off with orthodox, fakes a kick, steps into southpaw, check right hook. Fucking fold Chris Moutinho in a half like a lawn chair, like a fucking I don't need, bro. It was that punch landed on. the nose slash cheek area, and that like shut his lights off,
Yeah, he was like,
which is not easy to do.
that was crazy, dude. I
And
really didn't have any words.
bro,
Stunned.
Wellmaker is not a big, he's not a small bantamweight. He looked massive in there.
Yeah, no, Wellmaker. I mean, honestly, in Wellmaker's last couple of performances, I mean, last fight he got a first round knockout, his Contender Series debut first round knockout.
Bro,
Uh,
he was at least 160 pounds in there.
yeah,
At
that was.
least.
I mean,
He
Alex,
probably 170.
this
He was
guy's gotta get.
massive in there. He
You know
looked like
what?
a lightweight.
You know what fight I'd actually like to see? Him versus Ricky Simon, to be honest. I think that would be a good fight as well.
Not for Ricky Simon.
I mean, I guess we would have to see because Ricky Simon,
Actually, yeah. It's dangerous for anybody, honestly.
yeah,
Dangerous. I mean, both those guys are super
that was that got performance of the night. That was a
as
beautiful
he should
performance,
have.
as it should
And
have.
dude, he's such like a when he walks in, like the energy's like so like a party, you know? Like people are partying when Wellmaker walks in. He was excited, he was dancing, he was fucking having the time of his life.
Yeah, bro. It was a pretty amazing performance by him.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see what happens with him next in the octagon.
agreed.
And then next we had a battle of the veterans at welterweight. We had Michael Chiesa and Court McGee going at it for 3 rounds. I thought it was a pretty entertaining fight. I thought they both put on a good showing. I agreed with the decision. I agreed Michael Chiesa
Mhm.
did get the better of that fight. It was very entertaining for me.
Yeah, I mean I thought it was all right. I thought it was okay. Um it was pretty good. It was pretty technical. I honestly I don't have too much to say on that fight. It was a
It
good
was
fight, but
good.
to me it wasn't one of the ones that stood out.
Yeah, no, speaking about stood out though, Alan, the next fight, the
Oh
prelim
my
feature,
fucking God.
bro.
Bellato versus Paul Craig?
Alan, do you want to tell everybody why this was an interesting fight to say the least?
Sure. Bellato decided to do bath salts in the octagon. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, so Bellato has Paul Craig down. Paul Craig kind of pulls him into. Okay, Bellato is standing on his feet. Paul Craig is like playing guard.
Yeah, he's playing guard. Then he goes down.
Then Bellato like goes down to his knees after trying a couple ground and pound shots. He's on one knee and one foot, and Paul Craig up kicks him. As Bellato's falling, he looks at the ref and he's like, "What the fuck? Like, yo, you see this shit? Like, you see this foul?" Then as soon as his like back hits the mat, he goes unconscious and his head slams against the mat. Then he wakes back up. He's like, "Oh!" He jolts awake, like mad scared. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
That
And
was
then he's like playing guard. He's playing X guard basically against the ref because he doesn't know who's who, what's going on. He was knocked out.
yeah, he was not. Yeah, that
And
was
they
crazy.
decided that it was going to be a no contest instead of DQ for Paul Craig, which honestly I think was the right move because like 3 seconds before the up kick, Bellotta was on his feet. So Paul Craig might have just been like in the moment and not noticed that he took a knee. It's very possible.
Yeah, I
Like a
wouldn't say
lot of
it
casuals
was
just
that.
don't a lot of casuals don't really understand like when you're in the heat of the moment like that, it's very difficult to like stop yourself mid throwing something. It's very
Yeah,
difficult.
like when you're in desperation, like when you're on the ground like that, and someone's trying to rain down punches upon you, you're trying to do anything to get out of it.
Yeah, but even then it's like you see he's standing, so you're like, oh, up kick is there. And then he takes a knee and you're like,
But it was kind of hard to see him stay. Like it
yeah,
wasn't clear, to be
yeah.
honest. I mean, I think they made the right call. It was a no contest. Uh, I'm gonna be honest. I actually thought for a second that he won by knockout, Paul Craig. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, but yeah, that was our
In
pre.
some rules that's legal now, right?
Yeah, some rules that is legal now.
Yeah, I
I
don't get this whole thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was entertaining while it lasted.
For
I
sure.
I don't think they're gonna rebook this fight, to be honest. They
Probably
already
not.
probably not, but at the same time, at least both fighters come out unscathed. Uh,
I guess, bro. You think Bellato's unscathed after being
yeah,
fucking separated from his consciousness in that weird of a way.
Yeah, but now getting to our main card opener, Alan, another light heavyweight.
Before we move on, you know what I think that happened to Bellato? You know how like if you talk to a neurologist, they'll tell you you can get CTE from even like riding a jet ski. You know how they'll tell you shit like that. So I think he got really hurt by the kick, and then like his back hitting the mat or back hitting the canvas was enough of a little boost to that head kick to kind of
Yeah,
shut out his lights,
yeah,
even if it was momentarily. Bro, if you lose any kind of consciousness, that's automatically considered a severe concussion.
yeah.
Concussion
Oh,
protocol
hopefully
be in
he'll be
place.
all right. All the best to him in
Yeah,
recovery.
good. Agreed.
Uh, Definitely a weird end to a fight, but yep, I will get. I guess we're getting to the other light heavyweight fight, which surprised both of us, honestly.
Mhm.
The undefeated Umar Sy is no longer undefeated. He lost by decision to Alonzo Menafield. Alonzo has been good. He's now had back-to-back wins.
What did you think of the fight?
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't like the best fight. I mean, it was a little competitive, but I definitely saw how Alonzo could have won that fight.
Yeah, yeah. I missed that fight. I can't comment.
But yeah, Alonzo Menafield scores the upset against an undefeated guy. I actually won $30 on that. So thanks, shout out to Alonzo. Talk about Alonzo Menafield for winning your boy $20, $30. Shout out to him.
Big money.
But Alan, dude, the next fight was really, really competitive. I mean, we obviously picked Mansur Abdul Malik, but I didn't expect him to Cody Brundage to put up the fight that he did.
Motherfucker, what did I tell you last week on this very podcast?
He did say it,
I
guys.
said Brundage is being disrespected and slept on, and even though he's probably not going to win, it ain't going to be easy. He was the
Yeah.
biggest challenge for Bo Nickel. That means he's not some slouch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Cody Brundage is a good fighter. He just fights really good, like really fast rising prospects. Cody Brundage is seasoned. He is good. He knocked out Trayshawn Gore viciously. You remember that?
Yeah, that was fucking insane.
If you do that to somebody like Trayshawn Gore, you're not like just some tomato can. You're not somebody to overlook. You're not some slouch. You are a UFC fighter with finishing power and good wrestling. So I don't like when people sleep on Brundage like that. Just because he lost a couple of times, he loses to really good guys. That being said, Mansoor Abdul Malik did enough to beat him.
Yeah, no, he did do enough to beat him.
Yeah.
Uh, and then oh, we got a little heated for this next one though, but Raoni Barcelos
Yeah.
got the unanimous decision win over Cody Garbrandt. I mean, I will say this. I, I think we did agree at the end that it wasn't because Alan said it was an easy win. I
Bro,
don't.
he won every fucking round.
Okay, it was not an easy win though, because you have to admit Cody Garbrandt was fast. Cody
Listen,
Garbrandt was,
fast is cool, but he still got his ass taken down.
and he okay, but he defended most of the takedowns.
Does
So,
not matter. If you land a takedown in a round and you keep the guy beneath you from getting up, that's your round. Even if it wasn't a lot of takedowns, he's banking rounds. He's winning pretty
well,
easy.
I mean, at the end of the day, Raoni Barcelos did win. I
He
did.
also cut Cody Garbrandt open in the first round.
Okay, that it was a cut, but it was a very small cut.
What's the number one criteria in MMA?
Damage. I know, but okay, but I don't know. I mean, Cody Garbrandt did land some good strikes. He was
Sure.
putting a fast pace.
Raoni Barcelos also landed some nice shots to the face.
No, he did. I agree.
Yeah.
But I definitely
I'm clowning on you for this fight. You're gonna clown on me for the next fight, okay?
okay, fair enough. Well, well, no, not the next fight, the fight after that.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, Alan definitely was right on this one. I mean, I also thought Raoni was gonna win. I said last week I am a fan of Cody Garbrandt. I think
Yeah,
he's a legend. So
he
that
is.
kind of sucked for me, but yeah.
Sucked less than the Figgy fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the next fight we had was a middleweight featured bout, Edmund Shabazian and Andre Petroski.
Big Shab.
We knew Shab was gonna get the win. I thought he was gonna knock him out, but Andre put up a good fight.
A lot
So
of low blows, a lot of headbutts, a lot of fucking
yeah,
foul. This one,
it was a lot. It wasn't clean, but yeah,
but whatever. It was cool. It was a good fight for as
it
long
was a
as.
good fight. Edmund Shabazian gains another win.
Yep.
Happy to see that. I was very on his hype train when he came into the UFC and was like
Yeah.
beating people left and right.
Yeah. When he knocked
Uh,
out Brad Tavares, that was
he
crazy.
knocked out Brad Tavares. That was fucking insane. Derek Brunson stopped that hype train in its tracks. That
With
was a
them
crazy main
fucking
event.
elbows.
Yeah, Hellbows, dude. That was
Now
crazy.
Derek Brunson's not even in the UFC. That's an underspoken about guy that the UFC really lost out on. Because Brunson was good.
Brunson was good. Brunson fought everyone. Brunson fought Adesanya. He fought Whitaker. He fought all the big names in the division. I think they kind of lost out on that.
Yeah.
So
Now he's in PFL tour.
yeah, he's in he's in PFL tour. But Alan, I
Clown on me.
I hate to say that I told you so for the
No,
comment.
you don't. You don't hate to say that shit.
Don't
Say
hate
it.
it. But okay, Rose Namajunas fucking dominated Miranda Maverick. I mean,
Wasn't it 29-28?
maybe, but she's still okay. Miranda Maverick did put up a fight, but okay, and you guys saw it on the last pod. Alan was saying that she didn't think he didn't think that Rose was the same Rose as before. He thought the age difference was gonna play into it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you were wrong on that one. I mean, Rose
Yeah.
Namajunas still has a lot left in the tank. She
Yeah.
put up an amazing performance on Miranda Maverick. Miranda Maverick is a beast, though. Don't underestimate Miranda Maverick.
Super
She did
strong too.
top of Rose, and she did put Rose into trouble, but Rose
She
proved her
fumbled the
champion.
bag in that third round.
Yeah,
Maverick did. She fucked up that position. She leapt on like some kind of guillotine or ninja choke before she had it locked up. I hate when fighters do that because it's like
yeah.
you literally as you're going down that you just threw the fight away, and
I
she
mean,
that's exactly what
also,
she did.
I think Rose was able to do well against her because she was also her training partner. We didn't know that, but they were training partners.
Yeah.
So I think that,
And even Rose was like, "Yo, she gave me a lot more in this fight than she ever did in training." So props to her.
yeah, Rose Namajunas, I'm excited to see her back in the women's flyweight division.
Yeah.
She's made a comeback, so it'll be interesting to see where she goes from there. Hopefully, she'll get a big fight because she's a very big name, two-time strawweight champion. And then Alan, I guess in this main event, we're both gonna get clowned on because boy, oh boy, we were wrong, bro.
Usman said, "Y'all must have forgot
Yeah,
who the fuck the
Usman must have
Nigerian
said,
nightmare
y'all
is."
must have forgot that I was here, you motherfuckers. Y'all must have forgot. Buckley was our last lock of the night. Obviously, it did not pull through. We really thought that the streaking Joaquin Buckley was going to put Usman away or at
It
least
just
beat him, but
just shows you how good Usman is. He's 38.
Kamaru Usman made the comeback, kind of a vintage performance as well. Like,
It's as good as he ever looked.
yeah,
He's 38 years old. Can you
yeah.
believe this? 38 years old. Also, Francis Ngannou walked out with him for the pre-fight face-offs. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I didn't see that, but that's awesome.
Yeah,
But
Francis.
yeah, Usman, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, with that victory, Usman definitely puts himself back in the conversation.
Yeah.
And I mean, Usman is number five. Honestly, I kind of want to see him and Bilal. I mean,
I'm with it.
I know Ian Gary wants that, but I kind of want that. I kind of want Bilal, who is the number one contender now after losing his belt. I
Yeah.
think he should fight Usman because
It's
they're
crazy
both
to me
former
that
champions. I think it would be a great main event.
uh,
Uh, I mean, I definitely with that performance, I would definitely would say I think Usman beats him, but beats Bilal.
you
But
got so many guys in the top five alone that deserve a title shot. You got uh,
you got Shavkat.
Shavkat, Ian Gary,
Ian Gary's not in the
number
top
seven.
five.
He's what, number six?
Number seven.
No, number seven was Buckley yesterday.
Oh yeah, he's number six. Sean Brady is number one.
Exactly. Sean
Number
Brady, Bilal,
Shavkat.
Usman.
Bilal doesn't deserve a title shot yet. He just lost.
Agreed, but he's like right there.
He is right there. That's why I think Usman should fight him because that'll put one of them at a bounce back point. So,
Or you do something like Bilal versus Brady too.
or we could feed Bilal to Shavkat and then have Usman versus
Are you
Gary.
certain that Shavkat wins that fight?
Yeah. I
How-
mean, after what I've seen with Shavkat, yeah. I mean, Ian Gary gave him a run for his money, but
Exactly. Who wins, Ian Gary or Bilal?
Ian Gary, I think. I mean,
Okay.
dude, yeah, I think Ian Gary wins.
How do you think he wins?
Maybe third or fourth round knockout, perhaps.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. I could see it happening. I could see it happening. I
Yeah,
don't know, dude. With all these top welterweights, it's really hard to predict.
yeah. I mean, but Alan, what'd you think of Joaquin's performance, though?
He came in there. I don't want to like talk shit about his training, but maybe I think commentary was right. Maybe he didn't get taken down as much as he should have in training. Maybe. Just his ability to get back up wasn't really there. Kamaru only needed one takedown per round, basically.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's different against these wrestlers. If you're not ready to wrestle, then you're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
Wrestling and striking, this is something people don't really understand, are fundamentally different. There's some principles that carry over, but they're fundamentally different. Striking is like you can make shit up and have that work like really,
Yeah.
really well on a world-class
I
level.
think,
But
honestly,
grappling, you can't do that. It's more systematic, it's more methodical, it's more slow-paced and grinding. Striking is like you can touch somebody with some random bullshit and it can put them to sleep.
Alan, now
You have that in grappling.
thinking about the welterweight matchups, though, I think
Hmm.
I have a good one. Leon Edwards versus Ian Gary.
Okay.
Bilal Muhammad versus Kamaru Usman.
Okay.
Uh, I would say Shavkat for the, well, no, actually, Makhachev is next. So Islam Makhachev versus
JDM.
Della Maddalena, and then I think number one contender Sean Brady, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Sean Brady, Shafkat Rahman. Makes sense to me.
Yeah,
I don't know if Shafkat wins that one.
yeah, me neither, honestly. I think Sean Brady could give him a run for his money.
I think Sean Brady finishes him
That's impressive.
with the rear
I don't
naked
know about
choke
that,
or
but yeah.
guillotine. Some kind of sub.
So, Alan, before we also close off, I want to get your because we haven't done this in a while, so I guess now will be the time to do it again.
Ball maker.
Who's your fighter of the week or fighter of the night for UFC? Who's your fighter of the night?
My answer is the same. Well maker.
I agree. Malcolm Wellmaker surprised everyone with his performance. That knockout was beautiful art.
Bro, Wellmaker is like my size. How the fuck does he fight at bantamweight?
Yeah,
He has like ridiculous power. Like rid to make Chris Moutinho face plant and not know if he's right side up, upside down. Like,
that was fucking insane. That was really fucking insane.
yeah.
That definitely is the fighter, I think, for the night. And then also we had a couple of other events going on. We didn't really play into it because obviously UFC, but Bare Knuckle FC, Parker Porter got the knockout win. Also, sadly, to Allen's disappointment,
Don't even.
Jorgen De Castro got knocked out by Josh Watson. Uh,
I hope Jorgen's all right. He's a really nice
yeah, Jorgen,
human
shout out to
being. Yeah,
Jorgen.
I
Hope you
hope I
recover
hope he's all
quickly.
right. I know he's gonna be hunky dory. He's
And
got
then
something to
Dirty
take care of.
Boxing, Jairzinho Rozenstruik got the knockout in the main event.
Biggie boy.
Uh, and then I didn't really see anything else with that.
Hmm.
But also also in boxing, we also had George Kambosos challenging for the IBF junior welterweight title against the champion Richard Hitchens. Richard Hitchens finished him in the eighth round with a body shot.
Yeah, good for Hitchens.
Yeah, so definitely an
Definitely
eventful,
what? Definitely what?
definitely a sort of eventful night, but I mean,
Nah, definitely eventful.
event
A lot of stuff happening.
overshadowed by the UFC.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
UFC
So
was
we also had PFL happening, right?
oh yeah. We didn't we oh yeah, PFL was pretty oh yeah, PFL was amazing. Thad Gene
Beating
extended
Jason Jackson.
he beat Jason Jackson, extended his undefeated record from 9-0 to 10-0. Amazing performance. I mean, I think Alan kind of said it best on our last episode. Jason Jackson will probably not be going to the UFC now after that.
You
Uh,
never know.
you never know though, but also on that card, Jesus Pinedo knocked out Gabriel Braga in their trilogy. Movlid Kabulayev,
Three fights, three finishes, by the way,
yeah,
in that trilogy.
that's crazy.
Fucking
Movlid Kabulayev got the decision victory. Logan Storley also got the victory. So definitely a lot of
our
uh,
picks were nice with PFL.
yeah, our picks were very on point with PFL. All of our locks except one went through. Jason Jackson was the final lock. He obviously did not pan out.
Same thing happened with the
Yeah, same thing. Welterweights too, bro.
yeah.
Our welterweight main event picks have not been on pinpoint accuracy, but it's okay. I mean,
We'll get it fixed.
we'll get it fixed. But before we head out, I just want to announce that also we have a great card that we will be looking at next weekend in the debut in Baku, Azerbaijan. Amazing stacked card, headlined by Khalil Roundtree and Jamal Hill. Uh, it's going to be a good one. We're definitely going to go over to it. And it might be our also, and stay tuned, but it will also be our first live stream of a main card. So we will let you know more about that, but
Hell
we're
yeah.
excited. It's going to be a good content. Me and Alan are going to be in the same room watching the fights. It's going to be an awesome.
We're both gonna be screaming like little girls
Yep.
at yo, you know what I heard before we go? I
Yeah.
heard that Jamal Hill is apparently refusing to fly to Baku.
Yeah, yeah. Jamal Hill doesn't want to go to Baku because apparently he's afraid of Israel and Iran, uh, which are now duking it out. I mean, the only thing that I
Not
kind of think is
unreasonable.
stupid about that is that like they're both very far away from Baku. So
Yeah, I don't think he's that familiar.
I don't think he's that familiar with
I'm gonna be as
geography.
nice as possible right here. I don't think he's that familiar with the geography of that part of the world.
Yeah,
In any case, though, it's close enough to be concerned, I'd
it
say.
is close enough, but I don't think it would be a problem. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
I think it should be fine.
and there's no way Azerbaijan would lose the opportunity to host the UFC.
Mm.
So I think everything will be fine with that card. But yeah, so before Alan closes it out, follow us on Instagram at no spaces combat sports report with a Z. And then also on YouTube, there is spaces combat sports report. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We are going to be definitely throwing out more fighter interviews, so stay tuned for that as well. And yeah,
Yeah,
Alan,
and if
anything
you guys
else?
want to sponsor us, we'd like to make some money off of this if possible. So, woo woo, hit us up, pay us money if you want, and we'll talk about your business.
Yes, sir.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Subscribe, follow, hit the share button. Tell all your friends how silly you think we look or how amazing our takes are. Whatever floats your boat, whatever suits your fancy. And we'll see you guys here next time.
Deuces.
Deuces.